Hello everybody, welcome to Joyce Farkas Fluid Art. Today I'm going to do something a little different. People have been asking me about my spinner, and I have to tell you, this is the most wonderful spinner I have ever used. I love the big surface for painting large canvases. I can go up to about a 20 by 20 on the spinner with it out touching, without it touching the sides of the box here. So I'm going to take it apart and put it back together for you so you can see what the pieces are and what I've used. So I've been painting on this one now for about probably 3 weeks, and it gets pretty stiff and saturated with paint. While I do, just stuck down the paint here. While I do scrape a lot of my paint, the excess, there is some paint I don't want to scrape. Like for example, yesterday I used a lot of my paint scrapings, and I'll scrape it once, but I don't want to scrape it twice, if that makes any sense. By the time it's been scraped a second time, it's got a lot of different mediums in it, and more different, paint and different powders and such. Sorry, my dogs are barking down there at something. Probably a squirrel in the yard. Anyway, so I won't do, I won't collect paint if it's on its second go round. By that point, I mean, I strain it every time that I pull it off, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt, and by the time you do it a second time, Lord knows what's in it. I just don't want to, I want my paintings to be good, and I don't want a lot of foreign body stuff in there, and I want them to react correctly, to whatever I'm using. So right now, after 3 weeks, it's pretty full of paint down in here and around the edges. See if I can bring it a little closer to here so you can see. As you can see, it's got a lot of stuff in it, and it's time for a refresh. So put this back over here and hope that I got it right where I want it. Oops, sorry, don't mean to be shaking the camera. So anyway, this is the best part. This just pops right off. So I don't know if you can see this too well, but this is a 24-inch tabletop from Lowe's. And it's just a big, thick, it's about, I don't know, 1 1/4 inches thick maybe. And my husband drew this on here to find the very center of it. And then he put these pins on. And I'll come back to that in a minute, because it fits right on top of my spinner. And I use just a regular cake spinner underneath. And I cover it so it's protected. Cover it with shower caps on the bottom and the top. So we're going to come back to this. And I'm going to take all my clips off. I put these clips on. They're just little alligator clips to hold my puppy pads in place. The neat part about this is I can totally take this whole thing down and get rid of it. But I do enough paintings that I just don't want the mess. So anyway, so I'm going to took that out. So I'm going to pull this front thing off. And as you can see, maybe you can't, but as you could probably see, it is full of paint and it's time for a refresh. So I just kind of fold everything in. Make sure I'm not throwing anything away in there. Pull it all down in. So, and I just kind of roll it up. It can be wet paint in there or dry paint. It doesn't really make much difference. And fold it over, and I throw this away. Just like that. So, kind of want to talk about this for a minute. So, this is a washing machine liner. It's the biggest one that I could get at Lowe's. I want to say it was about $36 to $38. I can't remember exactly. I'm sorry. But it is a washing machine liner. This is, it's like a corrugated plastic that I got at Michael's. And they come in like 3x5 sheets. Give or take. I don't remember exactly. But I bought 3 sheets so that I'd have extra, and I cut them in half lengthwise. And then I bought these clips. These are called sneeze guard clips. They're actually a food service item that you can put on a food service line. It's got peel and stick surface here, and you stick it down on whatever you want, and then as you can see, you can put your whatever product you want to use. I picked this plastic from Michael's, and they were just a couple bucks for a sheet. And like I said, I just rough cut them right down the middle. Now, on this side and this side, I did not use the sticky tape on the sides or the back because I wanted the ability to take it apart and move it. Where I use the sticky tape is in the corners. You probably can't see it. But in the corners, I use the sticky tape to attach to the corner like so, or let me see, where did I put that? There. Let me show you. So in the corner, I attached it this way, see that? In 2 spots in every corner, so that I could put a parallel piece coming out this way and have it attached. Now the back was too long, or was too short, sorry. Was too short to go all the way across. So I did have to do a little spliced area here with an extra piece, and I just used the alligator clips to keep everything attached. Now, what I did is I have, and you can't see them, I'm going to cut my head off here to show you. I have 3 pieces attached to my table. And the reason I did that is I wanted this piece removable easily. Now, yeah, I could put it down in the groove of that sneeze guard clip, but it's going to tear this up to take it in and out, in and out. So I put these 3 pieces on in such a way that I could put this one's tighter, to the back of the clip, like that, and have this kind of lean. What's nice about it is I can kind of lean in on it. It's movable, so I can lean in to get to my paints or my spinner, or I can take it completely off if I need the access, which is nice. So these clips do a great job. I really like them. So now I'm going to show you how I put it back together. Give me a second, I forgot to get these out. Got to get my puppy pads out. So I got the biggest one I could get. I think it's like 36 by 36, and I open it up and I just tuck back a couple inches down, so that I can pull it forward and have it protect the bottom, just like so. And then take another one. Now, yes, I could have paint go right down inside here. I'm gonna put my head back in focus here. So you could let your paint drain right down in here and not do the puppy pads. But then you're pulling paint up and you're straight, you know, it's preference. I don't like the mess. I do have some scraggly pieces in here that are dry, but and a couple of places on the sides and the back where paint got to it one time, because I didn't have it protected well. I don't want that mess, and I don't want it especially all over these sides, and I just think it stays cleaner. I like that better. And I don't know, this works for me. I don't care about the expense of the puppy pads, and like I said, I change them out about every, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. I don't really care if when I'm filming you see the paint in the bottom. I'm a painter. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not an important factor to me. So stick this one on. I get my puppy pads off of Amazon. Just like so. And there we go. All protected. All right. So the next thing, again, just a regular aluminum spinner off of Amazon, covered with shower caps, the cheap ones. My husband travels a lot for his work. He needs a new one, but it's okay because it doesn't get any attention underneath there anyway. But he travels for work, and so he picks these up at the hotels for me for free. So there's ridges in the bottom of this thing. I don't know if you could have seen, if you saw them. Here's one right here. There's ridges, but the very center has no ridges. So I pull this thing right up to the first ridge, right up to the lip, again, this guy, I'm gonna set this on my trash can so I'm not trying to hold it. 24-inch tabletop. It's back in the wood section. Now, I took heavy-duty tongue depressors and had him put these on here so I'd have something to grab to spin it. I would recommend that you put on, instead of tongue depressors like this, maybe paint sticks from the paint departments, because I think they'd hold up better. There's one on here that's already kind of pretty wobbly. The paint buildup will take care of some of that wobbliness, but every so often I find that I have to peel this paint off. I covered the tabletop with duct tape to make it easier to peel. I don't know if raw wood would be better, but it sounded like a good idea to me. How's that? Now, once he found the center, he put these little knobs in for me so that my spinner fits down in there and it doesn't go anywhere. It's got all those little knobs keeping it in place. It's perfectly centered, so it doesn't go anywhere, which is really nice. Put this back in, just like so. And then this just goes on top and sits in there. And listen, there's no noise. It's perfectly silent. It spins for a very long time. You can stop it, or you can try to grab one of those knobs to stop it. But generally, I just let it spin out and stop on its own. And then I use one of these, and I'm gonna put it where you can, it's upside down. Here, let's try it this way. Fluid-art.co is where I get these wonderful, wonderful, turn it right side up so you can see it. I forgot what you call them. These pads, they're great. They're wonderful. I have them in every size, but I have two and probably will soon buy more of these that are exactly 24 inches, but my spinner's still spinning. So that goes down and it fits perfectly, covers the whole surface. I love this. I don't get any paint on my walls or myself. Well, sort of. So this one, again, is, oops. Screwed that up, didn't I? These go down in here. Just like so. Now I get these smaller ones, smaller puppy pads. These come from the dollar store, and I think it's like $1 a pack. You get like 4 of these in or something. So I buy these smaller ones for here, and they lay across the front. Now, yeah, I could use a big one on the front. I could, but for $1 for a package of these, I don't really care. And there she is. She is all beautiful and ready to go and easy peasy. And if I want to take this out, and once paint gets going in here, nothing moves. I can take this out, let the fronts kind of drop, and I have full access here. I did do a 24 by 24 in here where I was tilting, but I have to go in and clear all this stuff because I got paint all over this. I got paint on my little beaver here from, wherever that place is. Can't think of the name of it. Oh well. Anyway, I got paint everywhere. Got paint on my lights, and it just was too much. So I'm saving off my 24 by 24s this spring. Sometime when we have a pretty day, I'm going to go outside and possibly put my tent up to get under, protect the ground or the deck, and do some big paintings. I'll mix my paint ahead and plan and do a big painting day, because I just 24 by 24 is just a little bit too big for me in here. I just don't have the space. As you probably know, this is my painting table. This is it. And so anything beyond this space is just too big. So anyway, there you have it. That's my spinner. And like I said, it is phenomenal. I love it. It will spin and spin and spin. And by using this mat, I can use the lines on it to center my painting. So it's very, very rare that I get something that is not centered completely. So anyway, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. And we will talk to you soon. Happy painting, everybody. Bye for now.